Hey guys, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Right now, I'm in the middle of watching a 1960 movie, Esther and the King. Now, there are quite a few movies that cover this story, and being Jewish, this is our Purim story. So, we're now getting to really the crux of the story and the meaning behind what I grew up about Purim. And we almost talked about Haman and being the king's minister and how corrupt he was, which I think we could almost see a lot of what's going on in Congress, and also what President Trump has been trying to fight in Ukraine and elsewhere. So anyway, of course, Haman had selfish, nefarious plans. Now, whatever the reason was, he lied to the king about what he will find if he makes this trip. Okay? And so he was trying to keep the king from making the trip. Because if the king went on this trip, he would learn that Haman had lied to him. So, which is probably no different, I guess, than the um, impeachment hoax, okay, because the Democrats did not trust, or actually were scared that um, they knew that Trump would be reelected. They were trying to prevent it, and they thought they could hurt Trump by laying this impeachment on him, which it just went off his back because it was so weak. But anyway, so so the story of Esther and the King can be brought into contemporary situations as a comparison. So it's beyond partisan lines. It is very basic about corruption, lying, and trying to hide the truth. Okay, so um, here we have Haman's men heading off in ahead of the king to lay wait and to kill him with a bounty that was very attractive.
The king must pass here on the caravan track. And remember, Prince Haman offers 1,000 gold talents to the man who brings me the king's head.
So there the trap is set. But Esther warned the king before he left, and she was willing to die because the king was going to kill her. She says, "I'm willing to die. I will not recant what I said." So the king believes her, and decides. She says, Why is he so afraid to let you go on this trip? Go on the trip." And the king said, "I will go." So everything will. So here is Esther's husband, or husband to be. He just attacked.
Scavenger of Shushan. I thank the providence that put your filthy life into my hands. You plundered your last helpless village. Oh!
And he will be very important. That person that the groom had stabbed. Okay, there's the man. There's the trap set. Here's the king.
Retreat! Then we'll charge!
Because now the king is believing what Esther had said about Haman and what Haman planned to do. And Haman was willing to prevent the king from making the trip. Haman's men is defeated, and here comes the king. Well, I guess all but one.
Does it surprise the greatest heroes to find he has enemies? Count me among them, you king of thieves.
Simon, captain of the Golden Sword, you've joined my enemies?
No, I declare my own war against you.
I refuse to fight the man who saved my life in battle. Why, you're crazed.
Perhaps. Would you not be if you were I? The king had used his power to steal the girl you were about to marry.
Now hold, you fool. Esther was your betrothed?
Thou shalt be your widow.
See, the king didn't even know that.
You risk your life when she could still be yours. She never loved me, only the cause she served.
That is not true. On a certain night, I stole into her rooms and stood with drawn sword beside a doorway you would enter. She chose your life against mine and gave the alarm.
You were the one she put to flight?
Her love was yours and is. Climax, the one who tried to assassinate you, I settled an old account with him.
Help. Master, forgive me. Help me. Stop the pain.
That I will do. That or more pain unless you speak the whole truth.
I speak truly. Haman was the genius of all our crimes against you. Your intended murder, the thieving at Persepolis, the selling of your strategies to the Greeks. You forged the false evidence against Mordecai and offered a price for your own royal head.
I'll give you peace, Climax. And I condemned Esther into Haman's hands and Mordecai and all their people. Condemned? They're doomed. Unless... Here, take this, my seal of empire. While I gather my forces here, you ride into Shushan, find a way into the city, and bring this seal to my master of arms. Tell him I said to arm all the Judeans.
It is the eve of the Sabbath of the Judeans. They gather in their temple. Osmond, see that they never leave it. Birka, you will use your horsemen to put down any resistance to the city.
And that's
My good
Haman.
Schumer, I give you the pleasure of escorting their leader Mordecai to the gallows. Off with you!
And that's Haman, now sitting on the king's throne as if it belonged to him.
Cisco, the Queen.
Yes, Master.
There's Esther, watching them construct the gallows for her uncle.
I prophesy that our Prince Haman will be the most popular ruler in the history of Persia. Don't worry, my stupid one. The gates are guarded. No one can leave the city or enter it.
But he has other ways of getting in.
I served with you in the Egyptian campaign. I'm a blacksmith now.
Tobiah, I'm here on the king's orders to arm our people. Are there any more of the old company in Shushan?
Enough for corps of defense, my captain.
Gather them together and wait in the marketplace.
And there are others here in Shushan, not soldiers, but they can swing a club or an axe.
Then we'll arm them too, Tobiah. Seek them out and send them to the temple.
Good.
And when a Jew is about to die,
Even as David called, in David's words I affirm my love for thee. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies.
and that's what a Jew says when he knows he's reaching death or he's about to die. Like any of us, Jew or non-Jew alike.
I'll wager my weight in gold they'll reject their faith.
Okay, I just paused it for a moment. The Judeans, the Jews, are going to go to the temple for Sabbath worship, for Sabbath Shabbat worship. Now, here is what Haman says. Now, he is armed. He has told his army to storm the temple after all the Jews have entered and make sure they never leave. Now, every time that we reach Purim, we think about Hitler and the Holocaust because the parallel is eerie. Listen to what Haman says.
By remaining away from their temple,
I wouldn't wager a copper mite. against our new king's wisdom.
Simon is waiting for us. Our day at last.
There they go. Into the temple. And listen to what Haman says.
So they congregate like animals in the slaughter pen. Simplifies my work.
They congregate like animals. Well, from the slaughter pen. Okay. Yeah. You can see it's a temple. Jewish temple. But life is more important than worship.
You and you, close the doors.
Life is far more important than worship for the Jew. And God understands if Jews have to arm themselves against being slaughtered.
Open the gate.
That's Mordecai, about to be hanged from the gallows that Haman decreed. Now Haman is waiting to receive the king's head.
Ah, a token from Climax.
But is it the king's head? No. It's not the king's head.
Cisco. Cisco! My chariot!
Now he sees that his whole plan has gone wrong, and he's now planning on leaving the city and escaping. Haman's men stormed the temple thinking that they're going to offer no resistance. They did not expect the Jews, the Judeans, to be armed, to fight them. Yeah, I was wondering when that menorah was going to tip over. He knocked over. Saves Mordecai's life and sacrificed himself to save Mordecai. There's Haman trying to make a run for it, trying to escape in the crowd so he would be unnoticed, even though he'll be in a chariot. He tries to go through the gates.
Open the door! Open up!
Now as they open the gates, Haman thinks he's going to make a run for it and escape. Not a chance. There's the king. Now, if I were the king, the first words out of my mouth would be, going somewhere, Haman. But that's, it's not the 19th, 20th century, 21st century. This is back then, 2,700 years ago. So the king would not say, going somewhere, Haman. No, he said what a king should say.
Seize him. Hang him. Hang him high.
And as the Purim story tells, they hang Haman on the same gallows intended for Mordecai.
He that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
This night of the deliverance of our people must live in memory. Haman cast pur to decide our doom, so let it be called Purim. And let it be remembered with holidays of gladness, like those we knew sometimes at the village.
So it shall be, my Lion of Israel.
And that, my friends, is an abridged version of the ending of the Persian story. The part of the story that really gives the holiday its meaning of Purim. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening in. I'll see you all later. Take care.